about 10 minutes in the market today. I do expect this to keep going down. Look at the divergence in the magnitude. What the price is this guy's going up, but it's really slow. Still, but very slow. This strength is possible. What happened after the constant trend? We get to break out the start first. That's what we need. Sometime we're gonna get all this stuff. Hi guys, so we're back right here. I hope the mic is good now, sound is good. So we fixed this problem. So what we see here, just gonna delete all this. The bound has been ranging this. What I can see, this possibly will break to the downside from here. Okay, watch out, it's expanding, it's not contracting. Slowly expanding right here. Oil will offer a good buy, guys, only. Okay, so we'll be looking to buy the oil. Index wise, CHF is going to be crashing now, so you can sell CHF against JPY or Australian or New Zealand, and this is going possibly with the forecast. We did expect this to come down. Look at this. Since 2 weeks ago, I'm saying the CHF index is gonna crash. Look at this. It's crashing now. Okay, if you guys do follow the weekly forecast since 2 weeks, we have been saying this is going to crash. Look at this, ranging, then it's just a very quick crash. We do expect this to come all the way. Okay. We do expect this to come all the way down here. This is just all big range and right channel right here. So possibly this big wave is gonna continue coming down. This is a big trend. We expect this. So CHF JPY is possibly as a good sell. Watch out if the dollar starts going to be strong. It's gonna send the Euro Japanese yen possibly down. Okay, so going. This is a very important area for the dollar to see how it's gonna behave right here. Possibly we can get some reverse here from this area. This is almost 2 days in a row. There is no more selling pressure right here. So possibly this is getting exhausted at the end right here. Okay, guys, we can see an up wave from here. This is gonna have a weight in the euro. So if the dollar is gonna start coming down, the euro is going up, the euro is gonna come down. Also the pound, we expect the pound to continue coming down. CHF was really nice as we expected. Japanese yen, I think you guys, it's going exactly as forecasted. One wave up to this level, it's coming back, then should come back all the way down only to here. What does this mean is JPY pairs are coming down right now. Okay, stock market is coming down a little bit. Then after this wave finish, we're gonna have another wave. Okay, Australian index going up now, New Zealand also going up. Gold, we did have a beautiful. I think, guys, gold for me, you're gonna find a lot of people saying a buy. For me, it's right now is a sell only. Okay, and we would be targeting this level again. So gold for me is only a sell to 1910. But watch out if let's see how much was this retracement right here. This is the extension. I don't want the extension. I want the level itself here. If we go to the close prices, so gold is a buy, guys, to 1910. Okay, as long as it doesn't break above the 2020. It's a sell, I mean, gold is a sell.
Okay, as long as we're below the 2020, we can see this coming down all the way 1910. If Euro New Zealand could be just a pullback and not a reversal, it's possible if the dollar index will continue going down only. But if the dollar index will range or will go up, then Euro New Zealand is a reversal. Gold we do expect to come down, so let's see what's happened. And the reason for this, guys, is reason. So if you get the dollar index to be strong, or you get more big companies, they close the long position in the gold to take profit, or you get the any vaccine news, more good news to give kind of hope in the market, then you may get the gold to crash quickly, guys. Okay. How far the gold can go? It can go to, if it will not break above 2020 going to the upside, it can come down to the 1810. as long as we are not breaking above 2020. If we do break above 2020, then different scenario, we're going to 2100. I think what's happening, this wave right here and the trend looks like this is going to continue down here. Yeah, so possibly we will get to this level, the 1810 level, if this will continue going down like this. Okay, so let's look at the bound index right here, still sitting right there. Franc CHF is just in a clear fall. Japanese index is coming down a little bit. This is the opposite of Japanese index. It means it's getting weak. So guys, Australian is getting really strong, so that's why bound Australian, bound New Zealand coming down. Look at this beautiful buy in the New Zealand. That should be put in a textbook. Look at this, nice. Okay guys, so we can see this going up right here, and minimum 618 is right there, so we can see at least going up all the way up here. And this going with the forecast. The interesting thing to watch is the Dow is possibly is gonna give a good buy today, guys. Okay. So watch the Dow after this kind of sideways movement. We are still here. We expected this correction, just taking some time. We do expect today possibly the Dow is gonna have a strong move to the upside. So in my opinion, this is gonna break to the upside today. So how can you trade this? You can wait to break the 28,000. Once you're above 28,000, you buy it. So because in this way, you kind of guaranteed it did break out, and you're gonna get more buyers in. So you will go with the flow, or you can wait till the correction is complete. Then you take a signal. But this has been stopped, like no movement at all lately. Just again in some time. If you look at the daily right here, we expected this to happen, to come down slowly here, then continue back up. No, CHF should come down strongly. Yeah, I do agree with you. Euro bound is possibly a buy now, but I would avoid euro bound. For the dollar indexes should reverse from here. This is too much for the dollar index. Euro dollar, if the dollar index is okay, guys, let's talk about the dollar right here. This is a good question. So we'll open the euro dollar. Where is it? Right there. And we're gonna put the dollar index in the same chart. Okay, so we're gonna put here the euro dollar, and we're gonna change this to the dollar index. Okay, and we're gonna make the dollar index just black. Look at this. This is opposite, exactly opposite, right? So as this is coming down right here, you can see this is coming down, the dollar index is coming down. What happens if we come here and we're gonna make this reverse? So negative correlation, okay? So we're gonna make it a negative correlation. And look at this. This is the dollar index, the black one, and the candles are the euro dollar. So if we do make the candle just a line, look at this, and we're gonna make, we cannot control the line thickness. Okay, guys. So the green one is the euro dollar. Okay, we just made the line graph so you can see it, and the black one is the dollar index here. Look, you can see this, right? See here, the black one is the dollar index and negative correlation. So when it's the dollar index black one is going up, this is correlated inversely, so it means it's going down. Okay, we just flipped the dollar index. The euro dollar was going also up, so the dollar index is going down, the euro dollar will go being going up. When the dollar did bottom right here and did have a correction wave to the upside, it looks down here, but it's reversed, right? So to the upside, the dollar index did come down. Look at this. Look at these threes, exactly as the textbook says. This is a three waves, 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3, exactly in the wave analysis textbooks. This is like 3, okay? Then this is a 5 because too much stuff in it. So 3, 3, 5 correction. Was very clear 3, 3, 5 correction here. Then probably followed by a big X wave right here. And we are right here. What this is just the dollar index itself at the bottom is trying to come back up. Look at this double bottom. It looks like double top here. Why? Because it's flipped, right? It's reversed. So it's a double bottom in the dollar index. What would you expect also in the euro? Kind of, you're gonna find also probably a double top, just like that one right here. If you look at this one here, this is a double bottom in the dollar index, and it will, the euro dollar would show like a double top because it's like exactly reversed. Right here, you're gonna find they are not very correlated. There was a little bit of change. Why would this change happen? I can tell you. At that time, the euro index will have a big movement. Okay, the euro index itself. So there will be some news in the euro. So the euro index will be affected. So this will be a euro move in this one. Okay, but it will take very short amount of time to settle, to go back to the dollar. It happened again here, euro move. So every time you have a euro move, you will know it will fix itself to come back to the dollar index. It just, they have to go back together after some time. Exactly right here. Okay, so if you get some euro news, it will push it further than the dollar index, but it has to come back to it. Right here, we can see after this double bottom in the dollar index, we can see the dollar going up. This possibly will send the euro dollar down, and the gold also possibly can go down. Okay, so I hope this will make sense. How does the euro move, euro dollar? This is euro dollar, not any euro, only euro dollar in regard to the dollar index. As overall, the euro index also affected by the dollar index. How can we see this one? It's easy, we can see it. Just to go back to close our magnifier here, and we're gonna go to the euro index. This is the euro index, guys, okay? And we're gonna put the dollar index right here. Okay, and also we're gonna make it a reverse, exactly what we did in the euro dollar, and we're gonna make it just dark, and gonna make it a little bit thicker. Look at this. The black one is the dollar index reverse. Okay, it's a reverse. It's a negative correlation. Australia and New Zealand may be a sell, yes. It possibly could be a sell. Okay, guys. So the euro index, as it was going up, the dollar index was coming down. But look at this area. The dollar index also itself is still going down. Okay. So guys, if you want to see the dollar index itself, it's this one. This is the dollar index itself. Okay, like this. We take this and we flip it and we put it in the euro chart, so it looks like this. Okay. This is getting exhausted right here. There's no much movement happening. So there is a big chance we get a reverse from this area. Okay, guys, there is a big chance we get a reverse. Okay, so watch out for this. So euro index affected by the dollar index. Okay, euro index is affected by the. If we go to the line chart right here, because we have the indicators not gonna show up. Okay, you can see this is the euro index. It's going up. Why? Because the dollar index was coming down. So I hope this makes sense. The dollar and the pound get affected strongly by the. But like the euro and the pound, they get affected by the dollar strongly. Okay. We can give another example. As you can see, the dollar is getting a little bit strong. The pound dollar start to give in a sell signal. I would take this sell. Okay. Why? Because risk to reward is good. This pound sell stop loss here, and go for 100 pips or so here. Okay, guys. So if you match it with the 618 from this last wave, taking the chance it would be only a correction about 1.3, about 10. This probably should be the target. Okay. This is a quick target right here, taking this correction wave down here. Or a reverse, we'll see what happens. But anyway, just this should be the target at 61.8 level. So you get this level or around it. So just looking at the big picture, zooming it, we are right here, okay? So this bound sell could be sold now with a stop loss at the top here, and take profit at 1.3150. So possibly is a good level to go for. Australia and New Zealand. Guys, watch out. Euro Australian is a good sell. We discussed this one yesterday. We said it did fail to break to the upside here. This is sooner or later is gonna come down. We said this yesterday. So guys, watch out. This is gonna come down. I don't think it's gonna go up. Also in the MACD here, the long term is giving you a divergence. You can see the price here was going up or going sideways, and the MACD down there is just coming down. Okay, so something to keep the eye on, may work out to be good. Okay, so where the price is going sideways here, and the MACD was going down, so losing momentum over time possibly will come down. So Euro Australian, Euro New Zealand, Euro Canadian, also the same scenario. This we give a sell signal, it just go up a little bit. I still not gonna change my analysis for this small wave. Still coming down. It did come back now to the same level. We still expect this to come down all the way down here. Okay, all the way. So about 400 bips in the euro for Canadian. So if we sell this one, so you guys know now when you sell the euro, we do expect the dollar to go up a little bit. Okay, and when we sell against Canadian, we do expect the stock market and the oil to go up. Just to let you know how this works. Okay, so 100 to about 140 bips is good. So I hope this will work out good. Yesterday we did give a sell signal here. It did make another wave. It did not change analysis by any means. It's just because the dollar index, it did give it one push down, but this should crash. Guys, this should crash in my opinion. So this is a sell. I'm just gonna fix the chart to look like this. Okay, and we're gonna type it again. If you guys want to download our trading systems, you guys are most welcome to join our service at FX Market Strategy. The annual package has a 58% discount, so if you guys want to join, most welcome. So this one of the trades we expect to work out good. You can see the pound Australian closing break into the downside here. It's still going in the range. We do expect this to continue coming down. We did give this sell signal scalp in the live stream, and we did give this buy also. And then today we came to give this sell, possibly expected to come all the way down here. So it's been going. We did trade the range, and now we are trading the breakouts. Okay. So Mr. Hassan here is asking about EuroCAD. EuroCAD is a sell only, so we do expect EuroCAD to come down. Also Euro Australia and Euro New Zealand. Okay, so EuroCAD is only a sell. You guys, you can see there is no much buyer interest. If there was buyer interest, what would you see is continuous big candles after each other. With a time of going sideways, then they continue going up. Something like this right here. You can see this how big of the candles. Then even when it goes sideways, slowly to get more momentum. Right now there is no interest in the EuroCAD, so I think the euro will be sold off. Okay, nothing keep moving in the same direction forever. They have to change direction at some time. So possibly we can get a nice fall in the EuroCAD. We did expect this yesterday, but it didn't. It did go another 100 pips or so up, then it's coming back down. So we still expect this to come down. Pound dollar also we expect one correction down here for like 120 pips or so. So we have a sell just to take this wave down right here. Watch out, guys, that Dow may continue coming down a little bit here, especially with the start of the equity market in the US. But later on, this is going to be a good buy. So keep the eye on this one. The euro index, guys, is reaching the resistance level in the daily. So watch out. This was a big resistance before in the daily. So there is very risky to buy the euro right now. So euro is terrible. And also, if you look at the MACD in the daily, it did give a sell signal. If you go to the MACD settings, this is in the daily, guys. Okay, you can see in the MACD this start giving you a sell. Okay, this is start giving you a sell. So the loss of momentum in the daily trend right here. I don't think the euro is gonna keep going up technically. And you can see this. That's a daily move. This is a weekly in the MACD for the euro index. Possibly we'll need correction to come down. Anyway, so we'll discuss this one, and we only going to sell the euro against some stuff. Bound index, we expect this to come down. So bound we expect to come down. CHF, this is a nice fall. We're expecting this move. Japanese yen, this is gonna go up back, guys. Okay, this is not gonna come down. This is gonna go up. It's gonna break to the upside. What does this mean? JPY pairs are gonna go up. So Japanese yen is gonna get weak. Okay, Australia, of course, is gonna get strong, and New Zealand with the stock market. You're gonna find a lot of people try to short the Australian. Even yesterday when we came online and we said we're gonna sell bound Australian, or we're gonna buy bound Australian, we were shorting the Australian. We were saying this is just a correction wave, and that was a scalp move. We do expect Australia and New Zealand to continue flying up with the stock market. This is a beautiful buy, guys. This is beautiful buy. Why it's a beautiful buy? After you get such a big wave in the 4-hour time frame, and it looks like this in the MACD. See, it looks like this. Two waves, not only one. The trend is exhausted, is oversold. Then in the 4-hour time frame, you get such a good buy. This is possibly a very good buy for longer term. Okay, so New Zealand is expected to be strong probably for still 2 weeks or so. Okay, guys. So watch out. New Zealand possibly will be strong. So New Zealand Japanese yen possibly tonight will be a good buy, guys. Keep the eye on it. New Zealand Japanese yen will be a buy. Okay. Australian is the same thing. We said this. We expect this to come up because the Australian is weaker than the New Zealand. So possibly Australia and New Zealand is a sell. Yeah. This is New Zealand USD. It did reverse as expected in the weekly forecast. This is from the weekly forecast. We expect it to come down, okay, to some level. Then it's gonna bounce back. But don't trade New Zealand against USD. Trade against Japanese yen is better, or even CHF, New Zealand CHF. Australia and New Zealand, possibly, guys, are gonna be a good sell. Watch out. This one is gonna be a good sell. Okay, you can see this was a good buy, exhausted right here. That was a break right here. That was the sell. This possibly will come all the way down if you go to the 4-hour time frame. Some possible levels. So we do expect the Australian to be strong. I mean the New Zealand to be strong. That's why we do expect the Australian New Zealand to continue crashing. Possibly it can come all the way down to here, guys, over time. So possibly the 1.0760 is possible. Okay, guys. So Australia and New Zealand, for whoever was asking about this one, it did come down some bips right here. How many from the top? It did come down 100 bips, possibly about 250 more is expected. 200 more expected. What would be a good buy also, guys, is dollar Japanese yen, USDJPY. Okay. See, Canadian CHF, guys, we did give this buy yesterday. Congratulations for you guys. That was fantastic. Look at this. We did give this buy and get 26 bips in it. Euro New Zealand also. This from yesterday, I believe. This is gonna come down. It's gonna continue coming down. We expect, and even the weekly forecast, we expected one wave up, then it's gonna come down strongly. Anyway, okay, guys. So, oh yeah, USDJPY. This is possibly a good buy, guys. Look at the MACD, beautiful. Look at this. Look at this MACD, nice. I like to buy this stuff after such a beautiful fall. Look at this come from the top all the way down right here, making a double bottom, and this price is higher than this price. You know, touching a trend, an hourly trend to the upside. This is possibly a good buy. Pound Canadian is gonna be a sell. So pound Canadian is going to be a sell, guys, in my opinion. So guys, please, if you have a good trade is running well, if each one of you guys, all of us can write what trade does he have in his account, so we can share with the group what do you have. Just it doesn't matter if it's gonna end up in profit or in a loss. Just to share the trades with each other. This would be a good idea if you would like to do so. Okay, this is APCO trading system, as you guys can see. Uh, so basically, it will give you the entry for the sell right here. That's beautiful entry. Entry for also a continuation of a sell. Look at this one. That's this one does not is not solid. Is a hollow one. And this one is solid. What's the difference? This is the first initial sell, and that's the second sell in the trend right here. Okay, and this one will come after a correction. Just like the wave theory, when you have a correction, you don't trade the correction, you wait after the correction to finish and come back, you join the trend. That's the same story right here. So the system is designed to kind of avoid the correction as much as possible and filter the correction out, and only to give you the continuation of a sell in a trend. But when you get a reverse like this one, it will give you the buy signal right here, and that was a really nice buy. Later on, there was some kind of sideways movement, tried to catch some sells here, some of them okay, some not. Then when the trend did reverse confirm, did give you a buy signal right here, and this buy ended up being really good one. Then later on, watch out, it didn't give you a sell here. However, there was some reversal candles, it didn't give you a sell here, it didn't give you a sell here. When it did come to this area right here, also right here it didn't give you a sell, and you can see the double top. So the system was really smart in this one. But when the trend it did break to the downside right here, it did give you a sell, and that was really very smart also from the trading system. And this sell was beautiful, and it did continue all the way down to here. This area, this is early buy, guys. What can happen? What can happen? You may get a one wave up like this, then a correction, okay, then going up. This is what I can see from my analysis. Trading the system, can you take this buy? In my opinion, you can take it. Risk to reward is not bad. Buying the dollar Japanese yen at 105, the dollar is expected to kind of show some strength a little at least. And Japanese yen is expected to get weak because the stock market we expect to go up. Then possibly USDJPY may find support at 105 and start going up. Okay, watch out, it did come down from all the way up here, this wave. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, the story looks like this, but that was the 1-hour time frame, so we did take those waves. So we expect an up move from here in the USDJPY. Nice, Andrew. So Andrew's got New Zealand franc, Australian New Zealand, and Euro New Zealand. So that's nice. So I hope they work out good. Okay, guys, New Zealand JPY, we said this possibly is a good buy. It did start right here, but possibly this will continue up. So New Zealand Japanese yen, in my opinion, this is a good buy. We can reach all the way up here. Okay. So New Zealand Japanese yen possibly is a good buy in my opinion. USD CAD, you may get an up wave. This will be a dollar move, will not be a Canadian move. Okay. So we may get an up wave. If we go back to candles and we just take this off, so USD, this technically this is very important because breaking above here is going to send it possibly to 1.22. I don't think this is going to happen, but I think this is going to reverse from here. But let's see what's going to happen. Okay. Australian USD, guys, we did expect this in the weekly forecast. We said a lot of people are going to short the Australian from here because technically it looks like this is exhausted and it's going to come down. Okay. And we warned you guys in the weekly forecast. We said a lot of people are going to short the Australian. And I warned you the Australian is going to be strong, not weak. Okay. And that was really nice. You can see the Australian extend the strength, and also the Australian index did continue to be strong. Let's see what about New Zealand, what happened with it. Okay, so let's see if this is going to continue coming down. You can see how much time it did take to go all this 300 pips. Then in just in 8 hours, it did come down all those. It did give away all this 300 pips in just 8 hours. From here to here, 266 pips in just in 8 hours. Very fast. This is how the market will work. It will just go in one direction very slow, then the other direction will just crash very fast. Either this is sharp correction or reversal. I do expect this to be a reversal at least to here. Okay, gold, guys, any break above 2020 will open a buy. Okay, so we'll trigger a buy. So watch out for this one. Okay, of course, gold is very volatile lately, so you guys must use a very small stop, very small lot size, so just to be able to handle the big moves in the market. Bound so far still looks a sell after this candle right here. Okay, especially we do expect the pound to come down and the dollar to go up a little bit. At least we should reach our target, hopefully. So we have some here that has a Euro Japanese yen short, has a pound dollar short, has USD CAD long. So that's a nice combination. I hope they all work out good. All of them kind of long in the dollar. Even Euro Japanese yen is gonna work out good if the dollar is going up and the stock market is coming down a little bit. If the dollar is going up and the stock market is coming down, your Japanese yen is going to be crashing very fast. That's the USDJPY trade. What we expect to continue going up. It looks like it's going up, guys. It's getting some momentum right here, so that's nice. That's nice. I'm gonna buy this one. It may make a triple bottom. So usually here. The trend is just like a steel ball. When you throw it, it has to bounce sometimes, and this bouncing is a correction. This is also common with like the crowd psychology. So even when it bounced down all the way here to go back up, usually it does not make a instant V shape to the upside, because those people who were in a sell, they don't give up very quick. So some still holding, some is trying to sell more. So that's why this fight between the buyer and the seller, it will make this double bottom and three bottom shapes. Okay, this is the crowd psychology and the fighting over a buy or a sell till some one of them in control, buyer or sellers, then you're gonna get a very clear strong trend. That's usually why at the top and the bottom of a trend you will get range of market, accumulation, distribution areas, whatever you want to call them. It's a gray area where there's no one is very sure about the trend. They want to wait a little bit more time till one of the buyer seller give up, then the other one will take in control. That's why trading bottoms and tops are very, very difficult psychologically. Why? Because in this one, if it make triple bottom, it will take a lot of time in the 4-hour time frame. It will drain you psychologically, and you may not be able to handle this pressure for going up and down, up and down, up and down. But once it did break out of the range of if the range in range, most likely if it's not a fake breakout, most likely is gonna have a good run, and you're gonna get a lot more buyers in our case to continue going up. Okay, so usually when you see this is something really good in the APCO trading system. When you see the trend like this, that's kind of the escalation of the price. See this blue and red trend, okay, or blue and tomatoes color. This is escalation line, just like the wave theory says. So every time it gets too far away from it, it needs to pull back to it. Okay. So when you get such a strong trend to the downside and it pulls one, it didn't reach here because it was too far. Then it gives up a little bit. It needs to possibly make another try up here. Then okay. Then come down one more time, but will have a higher low. Okay. Maybe only to here, higher lows. Then we'll try to, after this one, we'll go up again. So this is just more people closing their short positions and more buyers start coming in, and that's why you get always the fight at the end of the trend. That's why every time you have a range in, even the wave theory, when they call it, there is a combination. If we can just, we're going to take this one. In the wave theory, when there is a combination, let's say you have a clear trend, why correction is very difficult, because it's undecided moment of price and time. Okay, so when they talk about correction in the wave theory, they give you multiple kind of correction. Okay, they give you maybe a zigzag correction, and they give you a flat, and they give you a triangle. And this makes sense. Why? Because really, if you're going up, you have three cases. This is up, right? Either you're gonna come back quickly to the downside, or you're going up, you're gonna go sideways, okay, kind of to relax a little bit, or you're going up and price is not very decided and there is no much trading going on and is almost dying, and you're gonna get the triangle shape. So this is the kind of correction they talk about in the wave theory. When in the flat, most likely you're not gonna get just a straight ABC. They will tell you you may get double threes, triple threes. Okay. The good thing is, the story about this is Let's say if you have a three, okay, so let's say you're gonna have, let's say, a zigzag here first, then you're gonna have a flat, and they always say that triangle comes at the end, and that makes sense because more undecided about price. So everybody's sure about buying here, but when those buyers start to closing their positions, the trend will come really fast to the downside. Okay, that's why you get an impulse wave to the downside, sharp one, sharp correction. Okay, then we'll just make it like this to make it easy. Okay, so you will get one wave like this down, but fast. Then price start going slow. Okay, again, of course, those points they don't have to be exactly 100%. Then this just go in the same level, 333 flat. Then you get a triangle right here. If this is going to break to the upside, that is possibly smaller. Yeah, bad in drawing. Anyway, it's gonna start contracting at the end to be really small. That's what breaking out of a triangle is very important point to watch. Okay, because it will possibly will give explosive move. This is contracting triangle at the end, and in the wave theory they connect those by a three wave move, which they call it X. It's just a way to understand how the market move and what you expect, and it's not bad. Okay, then you have another one right here, which is this one, and this X, the first one, I'll call it X wave right here, and that's another X. And all this they're gonna call it Y, and this gonna call it X, and that's Y X Z. I mean the last one, this wave is gonna Y and you know W Y Z. Okay, so this is gonna be W, and this is gonna be Y, and this is gonna be Z. The main point here is to understand when after such a strong move to the upside, Eurocat sell, yes. So after a strong move to the upside, you get the market to range. Understanding what kind of ranging it's doing, what kind of pattern, this will help you to determine what's gonna happen. And it's just consuming time. It's just consuming time right here. So the price is not moving much, but it's taking much time. So this is a correction, okay? So all this, what it is just a correction waves. Okay, guys, it's just correction waves, one after another, one after another. Does this have to be all the time like this? Of course not. This, you may just get a triangle, and that's it. So you don't get those two right here. The first one, the zigzag and flat, they don't happen. You just get the triangle. You may get the flat, you may get the zigzag. The flat, of course, you have multiple kind of flats. Triangle also you have multiple kind of triangles. Just very in-depth details to know what kind of each one, just to get an idea. Okay, so also this can happen in wave number 2, can happen in wave number 4, can happen also in the top ones, which is the C wave or so. Usually triangle happen at the end, usually happen in wave C, like A, B, C, happen this wave in a big frame, because this is the end of something undecided, the price undecided, then you get explosive break after this one. So this is very important to understand correction patterns, and you try to trade the break outs. What's tricky is if you get this point extended right here, which is in the flat you have extended and you have short. Okay, if this extended right here, this is gonna give you a fake breakout. So if this is wave A, this is point B is extended, you may think this is finished and this trend is gonna go up now. This is a fake breakout. Something like the bound right here, guys, bound index. See this one, we connected this one early like this before, okay? This point possibly is a fake breakout, because maybe a lot of people are gonna expect this to continue going up, and that was a breakout, but it did bounce back, coming back down. That's why some people would wait after the breakouts to wait for a correction, okay? Or a fall, 2 candles close above or so. So this kind of a breakout, fake breakout. So if this was a flat extended, and that's one wave, and that's the second wave, what would you expect before anything happened? This, you get the third wave right here. This one possibly will be only to here, this level, okay? So if this flat is extended and you get this is gonna give you a fake breakout. So this, be careful to trade this one, because once you get in a buy, the trend is gonna bounce back in, okay? Also, this point may not reach all the way down here, okay? This point C, it may come down only to here. And this will be short, is running short, and the trend will go up from this point like this. So you may not be able to catch it from here. Some people will wait to break out of this, and they will know this point. The same scenario may happen in the triangle. The last point, it may not reach the middle distance between the last two previous points or so. So minor stuff, of course, the market is not gonna move as the book says. So you have to kind of use your logic and overall market analysis. If you look at two indexes each other, you kind of have the pattern of each one, how it's moving. Then you kind of try to combine both of them. Then you get the currency. So let's say like now we looked at the euro itself, we look at the dollar itself, then we look at the euro dollar afterwards. Okay. So this is simple flat, we get extended flat, we get running flat, short, just some deviation from the main pattern. You can get irregular flat, which is kind of just like extended when the points are not actually parallel to each other or in a diagonal shape kind of. Okay. How can we avoid this in a currency pair? We can avoid by our VSA market scanner. Okay, guys. If you look here, right now New Zealand franc is not going to be ranging. It's not going to be in the range because the CHF Swiss franc is really weak and the New Zealand is very strong. That's why it's not going to be ranging. So our market scanner is going to help you to avoid this range in areas. We're going to only try to trade. Our success is to only trade the trends. If we can trade those trends only, those big parts, big waves, then we're going to be in the profit. Okay? So this is the main thing. We want to only take these buys from this area here to this area here, and we get out. Okay? From this area here to this area here, and we get out. Okay. Okay, guys, that's about an hour and 20 minutes. So that's good for today. Hopefully, you can come back today and we update some of the trades we are working on right now. Thank you for joining me today, guys. It was my honor, my pleasure. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Please, if you do have any comment, just leave it in the comment section below the video. If you guys want to join our service, you guys are most welcome to visit our website. The annual package has a 58% discount. Our trading system, they take the theory in consideration, avoid the range in areas, try to catch the big move in the market. So the systems are designed to take care of this stuff. Okay, guys, thank you and have a wonderful day. Okay, goodbye.